2. A great number. The second number. And this is the second episode of the Maturish Podcast. See me? I'm Kobe, the one and only. But hey, like the episode before this, and like every episode going forward, I'm not here alone.
Do I come in now?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me to uncover my eyes so I can hear you. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm here. My name is Kobe.
Nope.
I'm joined by Donovan.
No.
And what?
I'm Kobe.
Oh.
You're Donovan.
I'm Donovan.
And this is the Maturish Podcast.
Hey, y'all.
So today, we're going to be talking about the ships.
Like the ships on the water?
No. Not like the Titanic.
Oh.
I'm talking about...
Rowboats?
No.
Oh? Smaller?
No. Friend ships.
Really?
Relationships.
Wow.
Those are the ships we're going to be focusing on today. So I say, hey, let's just dive right into it.
Okay. So we are talking about water.
Nope. We're not.
But we're diving. So you lied. This is the
Maturish Podcast. And we're talking about the ships. Not like the Titanic.
Okay.
Relationships.
Which one do you want to start with, Kobe?
Friendships. Are they different to you?
Yes. They are.
They are? Well, let's take it easy.
Okay.
In order to get to a relationship, hopefully,
Right.
there's a friendship.
Of course.
So, you have friends.
I do.
When it comes down to meeting those friends or the friends that you have, what is something that you look for in a friend?
In a friend, I just want somebody that I can be kind of myself around.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I don't have to change too much,
Mm-hmm.
we should be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like funny people.
Yeah.
If I can't have fun with you, if you can't make me laugh, then get the heck out.
Yeah.
Lame-o.
Right.
I don't want you around me.
Why would you be friends with somebody, and hear me out,
Right?
that you can only kind of be yourself around? Why can't you just be yourself?
I cannot be myself because I am a very unbearable person. And when I do make new friends, I choose to dilute myself so I can keep some friends.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you look at your friends,
Right?
do you have a number? I mean, friends, what do you consider a friend? Because, I mean, there's, like, Facebook friends.
Right.
The people that I know of you.
Right.
But I don't necessarily know you. I don't kick it with you. That kind of thing. Or is a friend somebody that you're with? Somebody that you see? Somebody that you love? What is a friend to you?
A friend is really someone that just keeps in contact, I guess. You maybe talk maybe every other day. Well, not even that, because I don't even talk to some of my friends that often. That is an interesting question.
Thank you. One thing I'm going to do is come with those hard hitters.
All right.
I'm going to hit you hard.
Mm-hmm. Hit me. I don't know, really someone that I enjoy talking to, spending time with, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So would you say you have many friends? Would you say you have one friend? Where do you fall? There, I should say.
I have a few.
Enough?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'd say maybe 4, 5, 6.
So
That
just a
range.
good handful
Yeah.
of people. And that's nice.
Right.
So here's my question.
I'm listening.
Earlier you alluded to the fact that you're not always yourself.
Yeah.
You dilute yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do each of your friends get the same you?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I really just read the person that I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
And I give them the Donovan that I see fit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Donovan that you're giving them,
Right.
are you changing things about yourself to fit the, what's the word I'm looking for?
The situation.
Sure. Or are you being yourself? You're just not fully taking it there. It's just only a percentage of who you are.
I'd say it's myself. It's just a different version of myself, really.
Right.
You know, some jokes I'll say more than others. I guess the best I can describe them.
Wow. What jokes do you like?
I like lots of jokes. Most of the jokes I like, some people would find offensive. Those jokes I choose to keep with certain friend groups.
Right. And that only makes sense.
Right. You know, don't want to get sent to a mental hospital or whatever.
Right. I guess I'm kind of the same. I have a few handful select people that, not saying I can only call them friends, because I have friends that I don't talk to every day. There's some people who I haven't seen probably since graduation.
Right.
That I would say, yeah, I'm still friends with them.
Of course.
We just don't talk. We haven't seen each other or been around each other to do that.
Right.
So I guess a friend, I'm very open.
Of course.
When it comes down to friendships. There's probably people, I mean, like, take me and Shania, for example. One of the closest people I have in my life. Out of friends, there's probably, I'd say, 4 that I could say, oh, I do not want to lose them out of my life. And she is one of them.
That's beautiful.
She moved away from Peoria after primary school, after the 4th grade. We had 0 contact from the 4th grade until last year. And the second we started talking to each other, like, it was as if it never left.
Right.
So she was still very much a friend.
Of course.
So I don't think, like, time does anything. You know, like, I don't have to talk to you every 5 minutes for you to be a friend. More so just, how is it between us? When we get together, whenever we do get together, how is that?
Right.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you, Kobe.
You're welcome.
I feel like I had a question now. We'll do that in our next segment.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you'd like to ask about friendships?
No, I think I've hit that on the head.
Did you answer, like, what do you look for?
No, I didn't.
Yes, do that.
See, I don't know. I can't say if there's anything specific I look for.
Okay.
Because in each friend, I almost think that there is, like, certain things that this person brings to the table that this person can't or doesn't.
Right.
Same vice versa. So I almost get something out of each person.
Right.
So I think in a way I'm fulfilled in that way, that I don't look for anything specific. Everybody has their own unique something that they bring to the table. And there's always a spot at my table for whatever that something is. Yeah.
Wonderfully said.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you ready?
I was born ready.
Next segment. advice. Anybody that's maybe looking for new friends, how would you go about that?
How would I go about looking for new friends?
Yes.
I don't know. Because, see, I'm very, not saying that I'm not open,
Right?
but with the people that I have that I can consider friends, whether that's the people I talk to every day, people I talk to once a week, once a month, once a season, I'm very cool with those people.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on what you're looking for. There are some people that you literally just have to comment on a Facebook status and you guys are friends. There are some people that you just have to make a point to grab their attention and become friends. So if that's what you need to do, make that move. Send that text message, comment on that status, send that snap. Do what you need to do. Don't be afraid. If you're in a classroom, go sit next to them. Junior year of high school, we got a new girl. And normally at Quest, we didn't get new kids junior year, I don't believe.
Right.
But for whatever reason, we got one. And I seen she was looking very lonely. So, and we're cool to this day. Nothing special. But she was sitting over there by herself and she was talking to a few different people. But I was like, hey, why not? I went over there and I introduced myself. Hi, I am Kobe. Of course, there's only one.
Right.
And it's me.
That's true.
And from there, it only took that for us to start becoming friends. Right. So really, you just have to make a move. What about you? What have you done? Or what could you do differently when it comes down to making friends?
Making friends? I really just, I say whatever I want. And I'm on my social media and whatnot. So I really just wait for people to come to me.
Right.
No, I've never really been the type to go out and hi, I'm me, you should be my friend.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? A mix of both?
Yeah. It's good for most people. I just don't really care. People come and go, so.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I understand that. So, is there anybody special? Like, when you think of friendships, you think, this is my A1 day one. The epitome of a friend for me is this person.
Yes. Now, we call each other siblings. It's more than friends. It would be Kenya and Marcus.
Right.
Hi,
guys.
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
I love y'all.
Cool people.
They are. It's whenever I need to talk, they're gonna be there. We don't talk every day. We don't really talk that often. But, whenever I need them, whenever they need me, whenever it's there.
Right.
And it's always been like that.
And that's what works for you guys. So really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Right.
Some people need that assurance, that reassurance of a friend. So they feel like they need to talk to you every minute that you're awake, every day.
Right.
There are some people that could go weeks and years without seeing each other, talking to each other, that the second you see each other, you hit it off.
Right.
So, for each of everybody, it's different.
Is it different for you?
I guess it depends on the friend. Because, to me, there's 5.
Okay.
It would be, you, Shania, Raven and Tariana, and Diamond.
All right.
Those 5 for me, each have came into my life differently. I think Raven and Tariana were more so kind of the same thing. But what they've done and then the impact that they've had, it's more so for lifers, that kind of thing.
Right.
not like trying to count anybody else out or anything, but it's just more so friends have came and friends have gone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been those 5 that throughout whatever has happened, I've always made it a point to not let that go.
Right.
Even when there's maybe been times that it has left, it's always came back. And that's how it should be, at least for those, my fantastic 5 there.
Of course.
So that's what it would be, 100%.
Mm-hmm. That is so nice.
I know it is.
What do you got? Give me some.
I feel like you need to wake up.
I'm awake.
Are you? How much awake?
Hello.
Okay. With your eyes closed?
My eyes are closed. I'm just talking.
Interesting. So, let's segue here.
Okay. I like segways.
I've never been on one.
You haven't.
No, I'm not a fan of being on wheels.
Right.
That's not my thing.
Because you're the up and about.
I am. Always running.
I love segways. They're so cool.
For me,
right?
Let's transition.
I'm listening.
So we've talked about what you like in a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And those that you hold dearest to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's take it a step further.
Okay.
Let's keep that ship, but let's put relation in front of it.
Uh-oh.
Let's dive into the relationships.
All right.
So when it comes down to them, what does Donovan go for?
What do I go for? 9 times out of 10, that individual I do go for will be human.
I sure would hope so.
Right. I mean, there are some times,
No. There's no. There are no times where.
Anyways. Relationships. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really handpicked a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I've always just let them come to me. Never really been too picky.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever comes, whatever goes.
Right.
What about you?
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the time. I feel like I've said this more than enough times today.
Right.
But there's not enough numbers on the clock for me to have the time to deal with a relationship.
Of course.
Not necessarily saying that as a bad thing. But me, I've been the kind that the friends that I have, or, whatever, the friends that I used to have, the people I'm friends with on social media, I've taken note on, relationships. Because I feel like, especially our generation, the kids, not even necessarily the kids, but the people our age, take these relationships, and they are so ready. From the day that you send me a hello text message, I'm ready to marry you.
That's me.
And that's
100%.
not it.
Mm.
Not for me. That works for some people.
Right.
Being 18 years old and getting a tattoo of your significant other's name on your body, getting matching tattoos,
That's stupid.
doing whatever, getting clothing items that has your pictures on it, things like that, whatever.
Right.
That's cool. I don't look for one person to get all of that out of.
Right.
I'd rather have multiple friends that, as friends, let's go get matching tattoos. As friends, let's, get matching hoodies and t-shirts. As friends, let's do whatever. What can one single person offer me that a few friends can't?
Right. The more the merrier, huh?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. What was I gonna say? Is there anything that when you see it's just something that you love in a person?
Mm-hmm. Anything specifically? See, once again, it's just, I don't know. Each person is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that everybody, how we're all the same in ways. we're all so different in ways that I can't say, oh, I like this in a person, because I probably have a close friend, once again, one of those 5 that I've named, that probably don't have that trait, that characteristic.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's things that all 5 of you guys may do or may have that I don't necessarily like.
Right.
So I guess it's hard to say. It's just really, and even those 5 names, if you were to sit back and dissect them, you each bring something so different to the table. You each are so different in your own ways that it's hard to compare. It's hard to say this one thing is what I'm looking for. More so on what do you offer? What do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
And what can you do with the seat at the table?
Right. Now you say how you're a fantastic 5.
Yes.
They're oh so different from each other.
Right.
They all have different things to bring to your table.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a trend between your friends?
No, I don't. And I think that's what's nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is like where you've said each person gets a different Donovan.
Right.
I don't think those 5 people get a different Kobe. Everybody, they get Kobe to the fullest extent.
Right.
The only trend being, like, take Shania, for example. There's things that I've done with Shania, things that me and Shania have that are exclusively me and Shania things.
Right.
That those are memories and things that I will hold so dear to my heart with her. Then with Raven and Tariana, it's always been us 3 together.
Right.
If I was to think of a friend group, that is my friend group.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like us 3, we've been around each other's moms, we've been around each other's families, things like that I hold really dear to my heart with those 3.
Right.
Those 2, the 3 of us all together.
Mm-hmm.
Then with Diamond, it was just so weird because, like I've said before in our previous episode, the little get to know us thing, hated Diamond's guts at first.
You did.
Because she stole my chair.
Mm-hmm.
I was student of the week.
Yuck.
I still am student of the week.
You are.
So somehow, we just started seeing what we were interested in. And for me, it really hit the nail on the head with Diamond was when I went through all of my health problems at the end of middle school. Out of all of the friends, out of everybody that I held close, people, texted my phone or whatever, Kobe, I hope you get well. Diamond got a hold of my mom.
Right.
And was going to my mom, just that one extra step that she took that set her apart from everybody else. From that moment forward, for me, it was like, her. Mm-hmm. And it's always been like that. I don't talk to her every day. I don't talk to her. We've gone weeks without talking to each other. But anytime me and her are together, it's just that. Mm-hmm. And that's just what it is, like with everybody. Heck, circling back to Shania doesn't even live in Peoria. No. Shania doesn't even live in Illinois. I seen her last April for the first time since primary school. Mm-hmm. There was no love lost in those 11 years. There was no love lost in anything. And whenever she does come back, the distance then, it's not going to be an issue. So there's not really one thing I can't compare because, once again, everybody brings something else to the table. And the stories are so unique with us that I need you each for something else.
Of course.
Right.
All right. Relationships.
Yes.
You said you don't?
I do not.
Because you don't have enough time.
Not necessarily time.
All right.
But the level that I'm at in life. Like, I have different priorities. Being, and it's going to sound selfish, but myself. Mm-hmm. Where people, there's kids or people our age that they have this boyfriend, girlfriend. They break up, they get with this boyfriend, girlfriend. They don't give themselves time to grow. Mm-hmm. Each person is getting the same you.
Right.
Right now, I'm in that growth period. I'm in that growth period of transitioning from a kid to an adult. I'm in that growth period of figuring out who am I now and who am I going to be in the future?
Right.
I don't have necessarily time to grow with anybody like that, because right now, the person who I am today might not be the person who I'm going to be a year from now.
Right.
2 years from now, when I get done with college, things like that. So it's just now isn't the time.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a time. That time could be in 2 years. That time could be in 2 weeks. That time, whatever. Just today at this very moment, it's a no for me.
Right. Okay.
I mean, let's look at it like this. Are you single?
Am I? Yes.
Why?
As you said, I feel like at this point in my life, I need to be selfish in a way
Mm-hmm.
and focus on myself.
And I don't even think it's selfish, but that's the only word I could think of. It's just that's where we're at in life.
Mm-hmm.
Some people enter this stage with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe for them it's better to have that person with you.
Right.
But it's like, I entered this alone, and it's best, not necessarily alone, with friends, with family, but I didn't go into this with a significant other, and now it's just not the time to add one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like right now, I feel like I need to do more for me
Mm-hmm.
than I do for somebody else. Because when I do get in relationships, it's very me giving all of myself to that person instead of giving to me.
That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't. Like, in life, how there are people that will say, oh, my kids are my number one priority. My husband, my wife is my number one priority. My job is my number one priority. Like, it's always been me.
Right.
And I feel like that's almost how it should be, to where I'm not going to give so much of myself onto you that I stop caring for myself. Mm-hmm. That I start worrying about, what do you need before what do I need? And I think that's literally part of the reason why I'm choosing to not take that step right now. I mean, heck, my little sister has done relationships, That's what works for her. All of my friends have come to me, literally everybody, with a relationship. And they come to me for relationship advice. Mm-hmm. And I'm just the one that is like, no, it's not for me just at the moment. Right. The day will come that the right person at the right time is going to be there, and that might be something, but it's not anything I'm going to rush. It's not anything that I'm necessarily even going to look for now or anytime soon, maybe. All right. It's just more so not waiting for it to come to me, but waiting for the time to be right for it to happen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Them is some words you just said.
They are.
You just said them to that microphone.
I did. Because so if there's one thing I'm going to say, it's some words.
Exactly. Because if you're not saying words,
what are you saying?
Exactly.
If you ain't saying words, what are you saying?
Hey, Pastor. All right.
What do you look for in a partner?
In a partner.
Did I already ask that? I don't think I've asked that question.
I don't think so. I'm going to answer it, though. In a partner, I don't know. Just someone I can spend my time with.
Right.
As long as I can be with you every second of my day. That's really all I ask for.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't look like a troll or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you look back on your previous relationships,
right,
is there a type? Is there something that you noticed, oh, this is what I tend to go for? Or was each of it a more so unique experience?
Yeah, I'd say each relationship was pretty unique, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But except for the fact, as I said before, I never really put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
I just let everything come to me. But some, okay.
Here's my question with that.
Right.
Because say we're in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
I could come to you right now and say, oh my goodness, Donovan, I am so in love with you. I want to be in a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it came to you, so yes, you're going to choose me. Like, you don't have some sort of attraction to the person first. Like, maybe I don't understand, but it doesn't quite make sense to me. You wait for it to come to you, and then you just roll with it.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it happens. So it will be a girl, I'm out somewhere. A girl will see me, Donovan, you're cute. We'll talk for a little while back and forth. Hey, let's date. Sure.
Interesting.
I just really go with it. I don't really care.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Here's our hear me out moment of the episode. I feel like I have one of these each time.
I'm hearing.
With what you describe,
Right.
is it the person that attracts you? Or is it the attention from the person that attracts you? Because it seems like, at least from what you're describing, you just wait for somebody to say, hey, you, me and you, and get that attention, get what they have to offer, instead of more so taking the time to see what you like and see if they check those boxes and see, you know, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So what do you think?
Yeah, it's very much the attention. Because, as I've said to you before, I'm not too good with trusting folks.
Right.
So when I know that person is coming to me,
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's safer than me going to find somebody else.
Really?
Is really my thought process.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Has that always worked out in your favor, though?
Seeing as I'm single now, no. You okay, Kobe?
I'm fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, going along the lines of trust, because as you have said before,
Right.
your trust issues they're there. Your trust is very non-existent.
Yeah.
Especially when you take that step into relationship status. Is there a reason why? Why don't you trust? You know, if anything, as with somebody being your girlfriend, with somebody being your whatever, you should be able to trust them.
Right.
So why not? Why not trust them?
I really just don't know. Do I know? It's just like, because when you're friends, you're friends.
Right.
There's no obligation. If you want to go be somebody else's friend, go do whatever. I don't care. But like when you're with somebody, you can't just go, oh, I want to be somebody else's now.
Right.
No. Because when you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think like when you're super superstitious, is that the word? When you're too superstitious about something, you create those situations for yourself.
Right.
If I'm going into a situation scared something's going to happen, it's probably going to happen.
Right.
So, yeah, you can have as many friends as you want, but when it's time for a relationship, it's time to settle down, and you're with me. But like when you say your trust issues, like, are you the type to, I need to know your phone passcode, I need to know your social media passwords? Are you going through text messages? Like, what are your trust issues? When you're not with me, who are you with? Like, where is it at?
Yeah, it's definitely like, if you're not in my presence, there's a 99% chance you're off doing somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just couldn't do it.
it's too much energy.
Right.
Once again, another reason why I just don't.
Right. And I've never been the type to like, oh, where are you at? Who are you with? Give me your passwords and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care that much. If we were to break up, hey, do what you do, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Because, like I said before, when I'm in a relationship, I'm going to give all that I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really doing whatever I can do to make you the happiest. To make you the best you that you can be.
You, right.
Mm-hmm.
You, the best you that you could possibly be. You.
Right.
Right. And I think that's part of like a fault, I guess. A big con is like, in a relationship, it shouldn't be, what can I do for you? But more so, like, what can I do for us?
Right.
Kind of thing. Why don't I do that? Because I just don't have the time. Right now, I need to be focused on Kobe and what can I do for me? Not a what can I do for us kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people get caught up in. It's like you end up doing relationships, you end up doing whatever you do for the wrong reason. And I feel like I'd definitely be one of those people. So I'm more so, I'll know when the time is right because the time will be right.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people like try telling Cupid or telling God, whoever you believe in, whoever you tell these things to, the time is right for me right now.
Right.
It's time for me to do this. When sometimes what people really need to do is you need to sit back and you need to wait. You need to wait for that sign to come to you. You don't always need somebody laying next to you in the bed. You don't always need somebody to go out on dates with.
Right.
Sometimes it's just best to be by yourself, to be focusing on yourself. And it's that time for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely that time for you.
Right. Seeing as we are in the time that we are in.
Yes. And the time isn't now. The time is now. But now isn't the time for that.
Right. It's the time for something else.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Lola.
I'm looking.
We've said our yeses.
Yes.
What we like.
Right.
What we want.
Yes.
Can we move on to the not so good?
Yes.
What's a turn off for you? What's something you don't like? And a friend. Let's start.
So here's something that I guess I didn't necessarily notice until previous experiences have been experienced.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being in a friendship when you're not given authenticity. I've had previous friendships where, now that they've fallen out, you sit back and you rethink, like, oh, the blank that I thought I was getting wasn't them at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a big, and here's the trust thing is I think I trust too easy maybe, but I'm trusting from the moment that we say, hey, we're going to be friends, I'm trusting that I'm getting you.
Mm-hmm.
And, all of the good things that come with you. So that'd just be the biggest turn off, the biggest no for me is fakeness, is just not being you, or at least not, because what a lot of people do is they put a cover on themselves.
Mm-hmm. Or they dilute themselves for some reason.
I don't even... Okay. No.
Okay.
Let me finish talking.
All right. Go ahead.
People will show you what you want to see to lure you in.
Right.
And then there will be a point in the friendship, in the relationship, where you'll realize, wait, the Donovan or the Kobe, the whoever that I was talking to a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, is not the person that you are at all.
Right.
There's a lot of people like that, a lot of snakes, a lot of people who, for whatever reason, like to come into your life and they like to manipulate.
Ugh, yuck. I just don't see how somebody could like just play with somebody like that. It's just like if you're not gonna be there for that person for like to better them,
Right.
to better maybe even yourself.
Yes. Then why are you there?
Right. Just to break somebody down like that.
Yeah.
I just don't see.
And that's where like the problem for me is.
Right.
Because like in a friendship, to me, you should give 100% of yourself.
Of course.
You get 100% me. And then like if it came out to be tomorrow, it was like, oh, that's not Kobe at all. Kobe was promising me things that he never wanted to really do.
Right.
Kobe was saying things just to get a certain reaction out of me. Not only do I feel like that hurts the liar, it hurts the liee, the person that's being lied to.
Right.
Because you're painting this image of yourself that it's not really you.
Right.
You know what you really like, you know what you really go for. Yeah, for some reason you're choosing to play.
Right.
And I think we're too old to play. Myself and everybody that I consider friends with, we're all in college. We're at least 18 years old.
Right.
Me and you will be 20 next year.
Yuck.
All of my other friends will follow year after next, and we'll all be in our 20s. The time for playing around and the false promises and all of that stuff should have gotten left in the 7th grade.
Of course.
There's no time for it now.
At all.
So those people are definitely a little weird to me.
Right.
What
As
about
they should be?
Yeah, don't you think so?
Yeah.
What about you?
What about me?
Turn-offs in a friend.
Turn-offs in a friend. That's a great question. I wonder who asked that.
I did.
You did.
Kobe. I asked you.
You did.
Okay.
Let's see. Turn-offs in a friend. I don't really know. Like, as I said, just, I don't know, somebody I just don't mess with.
Right.
If you can't make me laugh, if I'm not having a good time, I'm not going to be your friend.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, just as simple as that.
Yeah. And that's really the thing. I don't know. It's hard to answer those questions because, like I said with each of my friends, how everybody brings something else to the table. It's kind of hard because I don't know what I don't like in you until I see it.
Right.
Until I get it. And if I'm sitting here saying, oh, I don't like this in a person, then I'm going to twist things around and I'm going to have this false image of you where you fit that description. And that's not you at all.
No.
So that's definitely a fault. That's not a good thing. And I try to stay away from that. So let's take it a step further to relationships. What don't you like in a relationship? Is too clingy a thing? Is there people that aren't clingy enough? What is it in a relationship that you say, no?
I feel exactly that. I'm about as clingy as you can get.
Really?
If I'm not on your arm every second of my day, that's very much something I do not like. If you're just like, and this goes for friendships too, if you're just like not available
right
when I need you, it's just like, I don't know, I just need someone I can be around, hang out with. Because if you can't do that for me, then please leave.
Yeah. And that's how it should be.
Right.
Because, I mean, in friendships, there's probably two sides to everything. What you're trying to get out of a friendship with me might be different than what I'm trying to get out of it with you. But at the end of the day, there should be some sort of mutual ground. And if I'm not meeting what you need, and you're not meeting what I need, then there's no point. I think I'm a very. Are you a good friend?
I can be,
The
sure.
things that you say that you like, do you offer that? The things that you say that you don't like, do you show those things?
No, I feel like I'm always ready to hang out with anybody, really. Just because I'm never doing nothing. Shoot me a text. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm always ready.
So, if there was another you, is that person, would you be a friend with that person? Is that person dateable to you? Knowing how you are, is that something that you would look for in a friend?
If this person that was very much like me had my best interests, yes, they would. Yes, we would mesh very, very well. Because of course I could just be myself with myself.
Yeah.
I feel like that person would be very relatable.
I sure would hope so.
Yeah.
Judging by the fact, there's nobody I think you can relate to more than yourself.
Of course. Right. But if this person that was very similar to myself did not have my best interests, we probably would be friends, I guess, in the beginning. But then I would hopefully eventually see that person is not a good person.
More than once right now,
right?
You brought up your best interests.
Yes.
What are those?
Just doing whatever you can to better the other person. That's very much what I'm about. Because whenever there's someone I care about, they're going to get the best of me. Because I want to make sure that their life is as good as it can be. That's just what I do.
Yeah. I mean, that should very much be like the golden rule of friendships. It's like, I'm here to better you. I'm here to make your life easier. I'm here to make your life more enjoyable. If your friends aren't doing that for you, then you need new friends.
Right.
So that's very much exactly what it should be. Is I'm here to please you. I'm here to offer you support.
Right. Now, Kobe.
That is my name.
What are your turnoffs in relationships?
Relationships. Relationships. No, I don't. I can't say too clingy is a turnoff in itself, because it's nice to know that you're wanted.
Right.
It's nice to know that you want to be around. Even as a friend, I feel like I'm always, hugging you. I'm always talking to you.
Right.
But there are very much days with me as a person that I'm like, nope, I need to be alone today. I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather not in a bad way, but like not see you. I'd rather,
just be alone.
Be alone. Yeah. Right. And that's with anybody. There are days where it's, Kylie, leave me alone, please. Mom, leave me alone, please.
Right.
Especially, if it was anybody else, whatever. So very much knowing somebody that wouldn't allow me to still have me time. Somebody who would be overly, is being too much about a person a thing? Can you be too much about somebody that you're in a relationship with?
Yes. I feel like that can happen.
And I feel like I can't do that. If you're not able to understand that there will be a day, maybe a few days together, where I probably won't necessarily, not trying to say I'd be bothered by your presence, but saying, hey, it's been too much, that kind of thing.
Right.
So probably that would just be Thank you for being my biggest fan and wanting to be around me, but it's time to give me a little space.
Cool it.
Yeah, you need to cool it now.
No, I was thinking. I feel like, because I forgot all about this.
Interesting.
There is too clingy.
Mm-hmm.
And I have received that recently, I believe.
Mm.
And it's not like...
Yes.
Not too clingy is like not really wanting to like be around me. Like, of course, I want to be around you every second of the day.
Right.
But like, in my terms, I just don't like. I don't like when people like want to kind of do things for me. Cause like, when I'm in a relationship, I'm giving to you. I don't want you to give to me, cause I feel like that's taking away from you.
I mean, I can't say no because that's you.
Right.
But that doesn't work for me, brother. Like for me, it's more so like me and you, for example. We text each other when we wake up. We talk throughout the day. We see each other. Are there hours throughout a day where we don't talk to each other? Yes. You're doing you. I'm doing me. You know, whatever.
Right.
Are there days where we don't see each other? Yes. You're doing you. I'm doing me. Kind of thing. But at the end of the day, when that's not happening, I'm not, Donovan, what are you doing? Donovan, are you okay? Donovan, kind of thing.
Right.
And you're not doing it vice versa. But there are people who will, oh my goodness, Kobe, it's been 12 minutes since you've texted me. I know you're not active on Facebook right now and you haven't posted anything on your Snapchat story, but who are you with? Right. Who are you texting? People who want to be on the phone with you all 24 hours of the day. No. So that's it for me. Is I like attention,
I feel like that's okay, like every once in a while, maybe.
Yeah.
Just like not.
It shouldn't be a daily thing.
It's okay to cool down.
Yeah, because I mean that's when you cross the line from being like, oh, that's cute to that's annoying.
Yes.
Very annoying. I don't even like myself that much, so I don't know why you like myself that much.
That's exactly my point.
My goodness, I sure wouldn't spend all day just blowing up Kobe's phone. Why are you doing it?
Like, like I've said this to you. Like, okay, who cares about Donovan that much, truly, to want to do this?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
what have I shown you that made you want to do that?
Right.
Because like, I'm sorry. I don't.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
It's like...
Maybe I said some words I didn't mean.
Right. Yeah. Like, why would somebody do that?
Yeah.
And it's like... I don't know. It's just like, I'm not... Like, not that level. To you to be like, for you to care about me.
Right.
Not that much anyway.
Like I said, there's going to be a day, and that day will come, and there just needs to be more growth as a person. I don't even know if I 100% know myself right now. So how do I expect somebody else to, and how do I expect them to love me and match my needs if I don't even know what I need?
Right.
So a lot of just don't rush it, guys. Take your time, please. You can go weeks without sleeping with somebody. You can go weeks without being with somebody. You can go months, years if you need to. But I just don't understand the people who always have to, quote unquote, talk to somebody. They always have to have, not necessarily a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but somebody that fits that role. Couldn't be me. Like, I just don't. I mean, I guess like from the attention standpoint, it makes sense. But overall, I don't get it.
Right. Kobe.
That's me.
Is there, like, okay, so you said take your time.
Right.
People tend to jump into relationships.
Extremely fast.
If someone would feel themselves doing that, how would you help them maybe avoid doing that?
I don't know if you can help them. They need to learn how to help themselves.
Right. Well, how would
Like
you do
what
that?
this is literally what you have to do is you need to sit back and you need to, and when I say like talk to yourself, I'm not sitting here saying you need to, hey Kobe, what's up Kobe? You don't sit here and you have to talk to yourself. But you need to have a conversation with yourself. You need to say, is what I'm doing in my best interest? And if it's not, then you need to sit down with the person that you're talking to and say, or whatever you're doing with them, and you need to say, hey, Donovan,
Hi.
yeah, how are you?
Okay.
I've rushed into this. What I wanted from you isn't what I need from a partner, or just this whole situation is moving too fast. It just needs to be a conversation. The only thing is, there will be one of two outcomes that comes from that. One, they'll say, okay, I respect that, and I'm going to let you go do you, and I'm going to go do me. We might be able to, do us later, but
Right.
we're going to go our separate ways. Or they're not going to understand, and they're going to feel some type of way. You led me on. I was really falling for you. Why would you do this to me? So really, if you're not ready for a relationship, if you're not ready for even a friendship, if you cannot truly commit to what is needed in that role, then you should not do it. Because while you are hurting yourself because, you're not able to give what is needed, you're hurting them because you're playing with them.
Right.
And they're thinking what they're getting is real, and it's not.
I was gonna say, like, some people, they're like scared to have that like confrontational talk. Like, we just need to sit down.
Are you?
No. Well, see, I was.
Mm-hmm.
But in my most recent,
Yeah, that wasn't a word.
no, could be.
That's right.
Anyways, in my most recent relationship, we really just took the time to just talk. When you do this, I don't really like that.
As you should.
When this happens, that's not really my thing.
Right.
And I just feel like some people are scared to have like that really deep talk.
And you're only hurting yourself.
Yes. So I was going to say, just have those.
Yeah.
Those are really important.
With anything.
Yes.
If as a friend, if you don't, whatever the issue is, if you don't feel like you're getting enough attention, if you feel like you're getting too much attention,
Right.
if you feel like something is wrong, you should be able to sit down and say, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's wrong, and this is what we need to do to fix it.
Because if you can't have that talk with somebody,
then that's the wrong somebody for you.
That's not somebody you should associate yourself
at
with.
all. As a friend, let alone as a
Partner.
more than a friend. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly that. And I think I'm gonna leave you guys with that. At the end of the day, you need to do what is best for you. And while some people may think they know what's best for you, while some people may think that they have an idea of what is best for you, truly,
only you,
100%, at the end of the day, only you know.
There you go.
What is best for you.
All right.
So it's up to you to act upon that. Don't rush into things.
Nope.
Don't make things more than what they are. Take things slow.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if something is meant to happen, it'll happen. And those days will be the best.
There you go.
It was nice sitting down with you. It's always the greatest pleasure, Donovan.
I love it.
Yes.
Just sitting down to talk.
Yeah.
Speaking to not only you, but the people at home.
But y'all, or wherever you're listening to this at.
Hello.
That's all that matters.
Ain't it?
So,
next
up is number 3, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's gonna happen.
It will.
Until then, make sure that you guys follow us on social media.
Please.
That Instagram, that Twitter.
There you go.
Y'all, _KD Productions _. But that Facebook, that YouTube. TikTok, come on. That TikTok is also _KD Productions _.
Hello.
Facebook, YouTube, KD Productions.
Yeah.
K&D Productions. No, it's just KD, isn't it?
K&.
Whatever.
Hopefully.
There's a link tree.
There is.
You get to one of them, and you'll find the rest.
There you go.
Keep in contact. Keep in touch. If you have a story where you felt like in a relationship you weren't necessarily understood, or in a relationship after it was over with, you realized you weren't what was best, let us know. I ain't trying to be nosy, but I'm trying to be nosy.
I'll listen.
I will. And I'm going to talk to Donovan about you. So seriously, at the end of the day, thank you guys so much for listening. It's only the beginning. It's only up from here.
It is.
And we're going up.
We are.
So this is Donovan.
Hello.
And I'm Kobe.
Hi, Kobe.
Hey. And this was and is the Maturish Podcast. Thank you.